Okay, Sid, what happened in One Piece this week? We waited 3 weeks. Did Dragon finally come?
No, but a Vice Admiral got smoked.
Vice Admiral, so like we can put Garp on the thumbnail then.
No. It was the Mr. Triple Chin. Frankie one-shot him.
Who?
I don't even know who that is. What did Luffy do? Can we put him beating up the Gorosei?
Nah, he turned into an old man and ate some food, I guess.
Didn't that happen like 10 chapters ago?
Sid, did you even read the right chapter?
I did, bro. That's all that happened.
Okay, just tell me the biggest thing that happened then.
I guess like one of the Gorosei is stronger than Kaido now.
We do not care.
What is that it? You wait 3 weeks for this minute. Just just skip the review this week. There's no point.
Wait. Sid, didn't like someone arrived and Mars was like looking up at it?
Wait, looking up, someone came. Dragon can fly like the wind. Oh my god, Monkey Deadbeat Dragon is here in Egg.
Stop. Let me out. Let me out.
After a whole month without One Piece, I thought I was finally going to get my fix. After all, last chapter left off with Luffy meeting up with Dory and Broggy, Zoro was headed towards Nami's group, and of course, the giant robot made its move. I expected this chapter to finally give out resolutions and answers to some of the questions laid out by Oda this arc. Like, how strong are the Gorosei really? What is Vegapunk's message? Who or what's the deal with the ancient robot? Will Kizaru betray the Marines?
2 hours later.
What's the ancient kingdom's name? Is Dragon coming to Egghead? But nope, we get another scene of Bonnie being in danger. Egghead has been an arc with so many exciting and emotional punches, but there's just no end in sight. Every chapter ends on a cliffhanger and it's just kind of exhausting, bro. The idea of a story is that things keep escalating to generate interest. I mean, we went from Seraphims to Lucci to Kizaru to Saturn to all of the Gorosei, but instead of feeling like a growing threat, it just feels tiring. It's all spiraling out of control. Action is great, but it needs to go somewhere. So with the 3-week break, us fans expected the edging to finally stop.
What did he say?
Alright, let's head to the chapter. Samurai Gandhi is massacring all the pacifistas on the island. Just a reminder, these are the same machines that bodied a 3 million berry bounty Luffy and his crew in Sabaody. Like, yeah, by now we've outscaled them pretty hard, but it's still pretty nuts to be able to clear out this much fodder in a matter of seconds. And sure, this opens up an opportunity for the rest of the Marines to act more easily, but the real damage is going to be Bonnie. Obviously, these aren't her real dads, but she's still witnessing dozens of cyborgs that look identical to him being split in half and blown to bits. Bro, like the amount of trauma Bonnie has suffered in Egghead so far, from like learning the true memories of his father to seeing his father absolutely get battered over and over again, and now all of his clones are getting destroyed one after another. She needs a break, bro. Oh my god. But like, can we talk about Venus blitzing every single pacifista in less than 10 minutes? Like, he even says how a fleet like that could topple an entire nation. This guy is a speed demon, showcasing once again just how busted the Gorosei are. Each of them are a military on their own. But guess what? We get no time to focus on that, because in this chapter, we hop around aimlessly between characters and plot points like a drunk rabbit on a pogo stick. While the pacifistas are being pacified, Frankie and Bonnie are dealing with the incoming Vice Admirals. I just got goosebumps saying that. Like, these are the top of the Marines and they are here?
Wait.
And this just goes to show the gap between Vice Admirals and actual Admirals. These guys were so hyped up back in Marineford because they knew a form of hockey, but now we are seeing them getting knocked out with a single strong right. Seriously though, this makes sense because pre-time skip, hockey may be one of the strongest we had ever seen. So our perception of a Vice Admiral got warped a bit. Now, even random Coliseum fighters in Dressrosa have hockey. Hell, Kaido's henchmen knew hockey, so the luster of a Vice Admiral has been lost. Even a Bonnie, a 12-year-old, can take care of them pretty easily.
And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash.
Meanwhile, Nami and the others are focusing on preparing a coup de burst. Remember how a month ago Nami was calling Zoro to join the battlefield? Well, good news. Now that Gandhi is done with the pacifistas and Bonnie's group is headed towards Nami, it is the perfect time for them to cross paths and see who's stronger. The swordsman of the Straw Hats or the swordsman of the Gorosei. But of course, Zoro or even Five Anji aren't in this chapter. However, what we do get is a hint that Edison is about to bend the laws of nature. There is no way Sunny can leave Egghead with one single coup de burst. It has a range of about 1 mile, and Egghead is way bigger than that. According to classical mechanics, it's not possible. Yet, Edison is very confident that he can give them that extra boost of energy needed. So this might very well be the moment we get to witness the infinite energy source that we theorized Vegapunk possesses. How else did he help Emu fire up Uranus? But this plan is going to take more time, which is very bad because Saturn is here. Bro, what is Usopp doing? Bro, pull out a slingshot against a Gorosei. You are not Sogeking, buddy. Put that down. This is a Gorosei. Not even Gear 5 Luffy could hurt.
You're not him.
Jumping to the Giants and Luffy, they are busy trying not to get sucked off by Jupiter. Even with Dory and Broggy's brute strength, they still struggle to get away. But luckily, Luffy manages to kick a whole-ass building towards Jupiter and clogs his holes. Honestly, looking at the panel again, Jupiter sucking in everything, Loki looks like how Blackbeard would suck things in with his black hole power. That's interesting. Maybe if you get inside Jupiter's stomach, it's like Kirby or Rimuru from Slime. Like everything is ingested. With that though, Luffy is tapped out of Gear 5 juice, withering into Old Man Luffy, and the tension has never been higher as he's surrounded by Gorosei enemies and powerless. What will he do now? Oh wait, no. The Giants hook him up with a fermented shark dish called Carl, and no joke, it is 3 panels between Luffy being withered up and Luffy bursting with muscles. And guys, I'm kind of sick of it. Gear 5 is this all-powerful form where for 5 minutes, Luffy is one of the single strongest characters in the entire world. And the drawback of that is that after those 5 minutes, he's useless for some time while he recovers his strength. We have insane power with the drawback of being made vulnerable and needing to rely on his friends to keep him safe. Strength and the consequence of using it. However, while we are shown and told, hey, he can't keep using his power forever, it comes with a limit on it, and that's a weakness. But instead, every time we see Luffy shrivel up, someone arrives with food and he's good to go immediately. That consequence and weakness that make the form interesting does not exist anymore. Like, if this happened every once in a while, sure, but every time he shrivels up, he is given food instantly and all the tension vanishes. And sure, he isn't jumping back into Gear 5 right away, but he still has the energy to launch a red rock with the power to punch Warcury. So, what drawback is there? Why even have him come out of Gear 5? The only saving grace in all of this is that Warcury is so tough that Luffy damn near breaks his hand after punching him. This same red rock was strong enough to put Kaido and Emperor on the ground. So the Gorosei are no joke. If I had to guess, I would think each of the Gorosei will be an expert in one form of Haki. So the reason that this backfired so badly is likely that Warcury has crazy defensive armament Haki. Similarly, we see Mars, the bird guy, having some keen observation where he can sense a creature small as a transponder snail inside Vegapunk's lab, or Venus will have offensive armament Haki imbued into his sword, giving Zoro a run for his money. While all of this craziness is going on outside the lab, inside we see York guiding Mars through the lab. Vegapunk's broadcast is apparently being sent through a special distribution Denden Mushi, and by the time York and Mars find it, there is only 1 minute left until it begins. Before they are able to destroy the Denden Mushi though, we hear a popping noise and Mars freezes in place. Bruh, it's not Dragon. You guys gotta stop making everything about this man, okay? It's a bubble popping. Dragon comes with the wind, not bubbles. When I hear popping, I think of Kuma. Get ready for some balls deep prediction. I think this new Denden Mushi is more than just your run-of-the-mill snail. After all, it was made by Vegapunk. And what does this brainy guy like to do? Force devil fruits into things, like we see with Funkfried, the sword of Spandam, which ate the elephant fruit. The distribution Denden Mushi could have a pop-off fruit replica within it, and rather than sending a normal signal like the other snails, this one will be transmitting Vegapunk's memories as his message, and the pop that Mars hears is the message being sent to the rest of the world. One of Vegapunk's dreams we learned early in Egghead is to give the whole world access to to the knowledge from Punk records. And though the technology which synchronizes the 6 Punk's memories and info every day, Vegapunk could also transmit his memories throughout the entire world, making his dream come true and reveal the secret of the Void Century. However, there are still more possibilities, one of them being that the bubble which popped housed another Seraphim, the strongest of the warlords, who has now become a Yonko. It's none other than Buggy D Clown.
And say shut the f up.
Okay, look, I'm serious about this. We haven't seen Buggy's Seraphim yet. He's also a warlord, so the government likely has made a Seraphim through his DNA. It would be absolute joke if the fake strength of Buggy actually led the government to construct the strongest Seraphim in his image. Another theory for these bubbles and Mars being so shocked could be that Vegapunk has found someone from the Void Century being encased in one of those green bubbles that he has, but it's a technology from the Ancient Kingdom, so they have been preserved, kind of like cryo sleep, I guess. And Mars is utterly shocked that, how did bro find this? I haven't seen you in 800 years. But if you guys want to know the origins of all the Straw Hats and how Nami might be related to Imusama, then watch the video on screen right now.